Hi friends, welcome to our Studies YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about how we can perform the partition by in Kusto. So in SQL we know that, right? So what is partition by means? Let's assume you have a employees rows like this. For example, assume every sentence here is one row. Employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, employee 4 and employee 5, everything. And we can see that couple of employees are IT department, couple of employees are HR department, and couple of employees are payroll department. So sometimes uh, we may get a need of applying the row numbers on top of these rows, but I wanted to apply the row numbers department wise. That means for all the IT employees from here to here, right? So all the IT employees row number 1, 2, 3, 4 should come. Then for the HR employees again row number 1, 2, 3, 4. So ideally you will achieve this using partition by in SQL. So you can do the same thing in Kusto also with a little different way. I will show you. So why we will try to apply that is usually when let's assume I wanted to see the maximum salary. Wherever I see the row number 1, that will be the maximum salary, right? So if I wanted to get that kind of a functionality, obviously I have to end up with writing a partition by syntax. How to do that in Kusto? So firstly, right, have the Kusto Explorer download in your system. If you don't know how to download it, watch my Azure Data Explorer videos. Then you no need to create a separate cluster for trying anything. You can add a help cluster in your system. So to add the help cluster, basically try to hit this add connection and here replace this keyword with a help. So there is something called help cluster which was given by Microsoft by default for anybody to practice it. When you have that help cluster, when you expand that, you will see couple of databases there. Kuntoso sales, sample logs, samples. There are so many different sample databases which you can use it for your practice. So in this example, what I am going to do is I am going to create a table with these rows here, and then on top of this table, I will apply the partition by syntax. So I am not actually creating a table. I am creating it on fly and storing it into a variable called emps. Okay. So let emps equals to data table. I have to define a schema there, column names along with the data types, and I return the rows. So I have IT employees, I have HR employees, and I have payroll employees. Assume that now I wanted to apply the partition by, thereby apply the row numbers, and then maybe I wanted to see the maximum salary of each department. So how to do that? So from here to here, this let keyword will show the result as a employee table. So what I will be doing it here, right? So let me execute the code from here to here, emps to till here. So when I execute this, I should see the result set as a table. So where I have a employee ID, employee name, salary and department, all good. So now department wise, I wanted to apply the row numbers. And when I am applying the row numbers, I wanted to take this order by salary so that wherever the highest salary is there, there I will get a row number 1. And this will happen for every department. So to do that, what I written a query here, if you see here, right on the table, use the partition keyword, then by department column. So because every department I wanted to treat it as a separate rows. But in Kusto, you have to use something called hint dot strategy. So assume that in this case, how many partitions it will become? 3, right? Payroll department, HR department, IT department. Because I have a 3 distinct departments. So in real time, when you are working, your splits count or your partitions count may be more than 64 or something. So in such cases, go with this native. If you think that your partitions count is going to be huge, then you can use instead of native, there is something called shuffle. Okay. So use always either native or shuffle. That will give that will not give you any error mostly. There is something called legacy also, legacy strategy. If you use that, that legacy strategy will always or many a times end up with an error because it will work less than 64 partitions. So I will prefer usually using native, then partition by department by using a hint strategy native. then open bracket and close bracket. Between that, I am sorting the salary column in descending. That means on each partition, for example, IT partition or HR partition or payroll partition. Between that rows, I want to sort the salary column in descending order and then apply the row number function using the extend keyword. And obviously my row number should start with row number 1. So when I execute this whole query, I should see the row numbers applied here. You see all the HR employees, row number 1 to 7. All the IT employees, again row number 1 to 7. And if you observe, the row number 1 for each department type is applied on highest salary. So among the all IT employees, 56,000 is the highest salary. And among all HR employees, 63,000 is the highest salary. And for payroll employees, 69. Wherever we see highest salary, we see row number 1 there. The reason is when we are applying a row number, we told to the system that do the descending order of the salary. So now if I wanted to take the highest salary for each department, then simply I will say where rn value equals to 1. So when I run this, right, so when I run this, I should get the highest salary by each department. You see, each department wise what is the highest salary. So basically in this example we have observed how we can apply that partition by using something called strategy, and also sort to by function, sort to by to sort the data and then apply the row number function there to get the row number values. So I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.